Muy bien. Sí. Hola, ¿cómo estáis? Espero que estéis muy bien. Estamos de vuelta en Genshin y vamos a continuar el evento de las flores del viento que teníamos pendientes. Ha pasado mucho
Lucas,
rato
we're
desde que pude
here!
jugar, así que veamos si que me acuerdo más o menos de qué.
Oh, Traveler, Paimon. I only just arrived myself, so I'm still getting ready. Ah, and Kale just passed by a moment ago. She said she had some things to sort out at the inn where she's staying, but she'll meet up with us when she's done. Apparently, Tainari and Sino both went out, but she stayed behind because she wanted to help us.
Ya veo, ¿cómo van las cosas por aquí entonces? Tú estás con lo de esta profecía que encontramos, supongo.
Not too bad. After reviewing it again with fresh eyes, I came up with a new theory which seems to hold some water. I'll attempt to explain it as simply as I can. I believe that each of the four things in the prophecy refers to a different field of knowledge. So, in a way, the prophecy is a test of the reader's intelligence. But it's unlikely for any one person to have expertise in all these different areas. So I suggest that we seek out one expert from each and get their opinion. Also, in 2 out of the 4 areas, the prophecy seems to want us to find specific people. It may even turn out that the people themselves are the answers.
So it sounds like we should put our heads together and list out the people who can help us.
Exactly. I think we can go through each riddle in turn and generate 4 groups of names to match the 4 questions.
Vale.
Alright, then let's start from group 1. The first riddle was a flower that is not of this world.
Personally, I would still go with Albedo for this one. Alchemy is the most likely to have to do with otherworldly things, and he is by far the leading expert in this regard.
También eres experta, eso es cierto, lo sabes, ¿no?
Exactly! You're the creator of the tetratanic sweet flower. Who knows? Maybe that's the flower we're looking for.
Huh? You really think so?
Oh, but what about Tainari? He's a forest watcher and knows all about plants. If it's a flower we're looking for, maybe he's the man for the job.
Alright, I'll add him to the list as well.
Ok.
On to group 2. This subject is a guide who will never get lost.
That's kind of abstract. Does it just mean someone who never loses their way?
Wait, but they have to be able to guide others too. So it's not quite as simple as that.
Una astróloga. Eso es mona.
Oh, you mean Mona? Yeah, she definitely count.
Mona. Yes, she certainly seems very confident, and she can use her astrology to guide people.
Would Bennett count?
Sí, no sé por qué también pensé en Bennett en algún momento, pero la verdad, veamos por qué.
Well, his luck's so bad that as long as you go in the opposite direction from him, you'll always be going the right way, right?
Claro.
I see. I suppose I can't argue with that logic.
Sí, estoy en una situación
Add to the
similar.
list. Finding everyone won't take long, so one extra person won't hurt.
I know. Would
Amber, claro.
Outrider Amber be a valid candidate for this category as well?
Yeah, she would! She's got a great sense of direction after all. As a matter of fact, when the Traveler and Paimon first came to Mondstadt, she was actually the one who gave us directions.
Yes, she's certainly a good guide.
Is there anyone else?
¿Paimon? Paimon es la guía oficial, ¿no? Del juego.
Yes, I believe there may be one more. Albedo once made a set of equipment for Mika from the reconnaissance company.
Mika.
He's their surveyor and an exceptional pathfinder.
Mika es el personaje nuevo, ¿vamos a poder verle antes?
He's even instructed others in the discipline of surveying before. So, in my view, he's highly unlikely to lose his way, and would be very good at helping others find theirs.
Y para contraargumentar lo que dije de Paimon, Paimon es nuestra guía, pero se pierde siempre, así que supongo que no nos sirve.
Cool! Another one for our list!
Wait, Kale should have been here by now. Wonder what's taking her so long. Sorry, could we continue our chat somewhere else?
Oh, you wanna go see how she's doing, right? Sure, let's all go.
Muy bien, vamos al hotel, supongo. ¿Dónde está? Ah, está en una residencia por acá, vale. ¿Aquí? Ah, mira, ahí está Coli, perfecto.
Hi, Collie. Hope we're not intruding or anything. Is everything okay?
Sucrose! I was preparing some stuff. Is it time already? Oh no, I'm sorry.
Sí, pero la escondida curada.
Don't worry.
Parece que está
The
preparando algo
traveler
para
and
su
I
tour.
only just met up. We were just worried that you might get lost along the way, so we thought that we'd come get you.
Thank you. I'm ready to join you now. How's that thing going?
Vale. ¿Esos eran todos los acertijos?
So let's pick up where we left off.
Bueno, falta uno.
Next up is the third line.
Bueno, el
One who
segundo.
would never lie.
Alguien que nunca mentiría.
Anyone spring to mind?
Tal vez Diluc. Diluc. Considerando su oficio, posiblemente sí mentiría. Alguien que nunca mentiría. Eso es difícil. ¿Bárbara? Porque es como buena y todo eso, posiblemente. Veamos qué dice Diluc.
You really think so? Seems like it would be pretty difficult for someone in his position to avoid having to lie.
Exacto, sí, eso mismo estaba pensando. Pero la identidad secreta de Diluc es el al oscuro. Si alguien le preguntara directamente no tendría
And
más
what about
remedio.
Kaya? He's the cavalry captain and a rather popular figure, but...
Él miente hasta por los cohetes. Que Dios
You
santo,
think
cómo
there's
miente.
something fishy about him too, huh? Yeah, he's definitely a sneaky one. Bet he lies all the time. I can't help but agree with you there. There's the tone-deaf bard.
El barco de pacotilla, claro,
But on
20.
second thought, he wouldn't qualify either. He talks way too much nonsense. Is there anyone else we're missing?
Acting Grandmaster Jean?
Jean, claro.
She has a good name in that regard. But from what I know, she sometimes covers up the truth out of concern for those around her. For example, when Lisa loses track of time in the library and misses her patrol shift, Jean will come up with some excuse, like Lisa's ill today. Also, she sometimes makes up stories to get Clee to behave. Like the one
tiene
about the big
sentido.
monster that comes to catch naughty kids who don't go to bed on time. Do you think that rules her out?
White lies are still lies, but do we really have to reject her because of some harmless fibs? It's not like she had evil intentions.
La profecía parece ser muy estricta.
No, we're the ones being strict.
Claro.
Rosaria doesn't strike me as the type of person to lie.
Ah,
Kale, you probably haven't met her yet, have you? She's a sister from the church who looks, a little scary and not very sociable.
¿qué te hace pensar eso?
She stopped by the alchemy bench once, a long time ago, and asked me about Albedo. I thought maybe she was trying to find him, for work or something. But when I asked, she just said that she was curious about him because he was so intelligent, and wanted to talk to his assistant to find out what he was like. A lot of people might have given a more tactful justification, but I could see in her face that she wasn't trying to hide anything. She was just very direct and straightforward. That's why I don't think of her as the lying type.
Rosaria doesn't look like the sort of person you'd want to get into a fight with. Maybe she just fights her way out of situations that some people might lie to get out of.
I can definitely see that. I've also heard the other sisters say that Rosaria doesn't even make excuses when she skips choir. She just doesn't show up.
Vale, eso
She's
cuadra
a
más.
tough cookie, huh? Let's put her name down. In that case, I think Sino fits in this list too.
Esa es una buena. Sí, claro, estaba pensando solo en Monster.
Lying's probably more trouble than it's worth for someone like him. Kinda like with Rosaria. Oh, and Paimon also nominates Razor. But he couldn't
Claro,
lie to
Razor.
save his life.
Claro, ni siquiera sepa mentir. Tiene sentido.
I've also got someone else in mind.
Noelle.
The trainee knight. She's a very honest person. I don't think she'd tell a lie.
Alrighty, write her name down too.
Pero nada, salió un
Wait,
montón.
there's one more person. You know, our long-standing staffer at the alchemy bench.
Timeus.
Huh? You mean Timaeus?
Timaeus, perdón, le digo Timeus.
Yes, him. Truth be told, He's been love-struck recently. He swore that he wouldn't say a dishonest word or slack off until he succeeds in getting the woman he loves.
Timaeus has a crush?
Yes, that's right.
Well, who is it? Do you know her?
I've never met her. All I know is that she's from Liyue. Timaeus says that she's fun, has a great personality, and is very, very good looking.
Pero esto me suena de otra historia. Me suena mucho de otra historia, de otro evento. Estas son buenas calidades, pero no dice nada de su identidad.
Since we're on the topic, helping Timaeus win the lady of his dreams was also one of my goals for this Windbloom Festival.
But how can we help with that?
I don't know. Make sure he uses nice paper and a fancy envelope when he sends letters to her. Help him pick a nice gift and wrap it properly. That sort of thing.
Yeah. I had the same situation once in the Avidia Forest. I helped another forest ranger out by delivering a love letter to the coworker she likes.
Yep, that sort of thing exactly. Oh, also, I helped him with some of the groundwork for one of his research projects. He must have appreciated it, because he gave me a refrigeration device that he's been developing as a thank you gift.
Is it any good?
I mean, it looks nice.
Sounds like a no.
Sí, bueno.
Alright, guess we'll put Loverboy down on the list then.
Okay, so last of all, we have a legend that never ends. Anyone come to mind for this particular line?
Broca.
Lisa, perhaps? A librarian understands books best, and aren't most legends written down somewhere?
¿Por qué podría ser?
When I think about legends, fairy tales and picture books come to mind.
Maybe Kale. She read a lot of fairy tales when Tainari was teaching her to read.
Oh,
Do I count?
of course you do. I'll put you on the list.
¿Nunca se también este?
I prefer to read things like an illustrated analysis of alchemical substances and their uses, the fascinating principles of crafting, and hypotheses of life.
Point taken. Paimon didn't quite understand any of those.
Está bien.
Klee might be a good choice. Her mother, Alice, is a renowned traveling author, so I'll bet she's been exposed to all sorts of myths and legends.
Bueno, tiene sentido.
Alright then, Klee makes the short list.
Well, that should just about do it. Next up, we should go and ask the people on the list about the prophecy.
Do we have to ask absolutely everyone on the list? It seems like a lot of people.
It is. So, I was thinking that perhaps we should split up. That might make our search more effective.
Okie dokie.
Also, I thought of a method of gathering feedback.
Me parecen las ideas.
No problem. We can do that.
You and the Traveler are practically joined at the hip, so you two can go together. I'll pair up with Kale.
Capable Kale and sensible Sucrose. Sounds like a winning combination. Okay. I promise I'll help. Capable Kale. Yeah, I got this. Rest assured that the unbeatable Traveler and Paimon will do our part too. Off we go.
Vale, ¿quién nos toca? ¿De quién vamos? Ah, vamos directamente. Esto
We're
es...
starting from the person with the most defined stronghold. So let's go to the library. Lisa should be there.
Stronghold. That's an, interesting word to use.
Maybe... No, that's even worse.
How about later?
Ah, que voy con ellas. Ok. Y objetivo que esta puerta se abrió automática.
Here we are, Lisa's lair.
Oh no, that was a bad word choice. Now Sucrose is using it. It's all my fault.
Lisa, might I ask if... Huh?
¿No está? No está, claramente. Pero están los demás. Espera, ¿qué hacen ustedes aquí?
What are you doing here? I can only suppose that they were aiming on someone. At least that's as far as I know.
Ay, Dios, es buenísimo.
Please, just stop with these puns.
Son muy
I
buenos.
beg
Dios
you.
santo.
Are you trying to win worldwide fame for unfunny jokes?
Is Lisa not here at the moment?
Surprising, isn't it? She went out. I'm afraid it's just us here looking for information.
Except me. I'm not here for information. Like you, I came here for an abortive search for the librarian, who is also my academia senior.
Oh,
¿Cierto?
so
Que
you
Lisa...
studied in the same dormitory as Lisa?
Eso, Lisa estudió en la facultad.
Her mentor in Sumeru was also my benefactor. We were both Swantamod students.
Wow, that's cool. But wait, we're getting sidetracked. We came here to look for some information. Kale and I are investigating a prophecy, and we were hoping you all might be able to help.
Oh? What sort of prophecy?
Perfecto.
I see. You want to ask them about the flower that is not of this world, and me about the one who would never lie.
But there's no rush. You don't need to answer right away. We're just here to tell you about the situation. You can take your time to think it over and submit any thoughts you have in a written form to the Sucrose mailbox.
The sucrose mailbox?
Yep. I was thinking about it on the way, and although they seem like trick questions, there's a lot to mull over once you get down to the details. A quick answer off the top of your head might not go into enough depth. So, I decided to place a mailbox next to the alchemy crafting table. Everyone can submit their written answers there when they're ready. We don't have to call it the Sucrose mailbox, though. It could just as well be called the Sucrose and Kale mailbox. Or even the Sucrose, Kale, Traveler, and Paimon mailbox.
I think in this case, we can just go with your quick answer off the top of your head.
Sounds like a good solution. Certainly more reliable than verbal discussion alone.
Agreed. Certainly when it comes to discerning whether someone is a liar or not, you cannot simply take them at their word.
Ooh.
Understood. Once we've had a look into it, we'll place our replies into your mailbox.
Thank you all so much. Okay, let's tick them off the list and carry on working our way down.
Ellos son tres menos.
Already done.
Y posiblemente los demás también van a estar en grupo.
I'm pleasantly surprised to see those two introverts getting along so well.
Do you get the feeling that Kale's return to Mondstadt has emboldened her more contrarian side?
Yes, I noticed that too.
Traveling and meeting old friends are both good for the body and soul. And isn't rediscovering one's youth while revisiting old haunts a worthwhile pursuit?
When I first met Kale, she'd never known happiness or youth, but things are different now. Her Elazar being cured was a huge milestone in her life.
Kale is a very sensitive and introverted child. I'm sure you must have noticed that too, Albedo. From the time she's been in my care, I've observed that she's actually a very lively character by nature. But she had a very rough start in life, and it changed her.
So, might I assume that your respective claims of looking for plants and artists in Mondstadt were just pretexts?
I wouldn't say that. Both Kale and Genius Invocation TCG are very important to me.
Vale.
Would it really kill you to just say yes in this situation?
Fine. Yes, we came out of concern for Kale. She's been back to Mondstadt of her own accord several times, but it has led to no significant improvement in her mood.
Well, it won't hurt to give her some more time. I believe that Sucrose might be able to help her.
Sounds like an extension of your own self-confidence as your teacher.
You could say that. In a similar vein, I've heard that Sumeru scholars often build their social relationships based on their academic ones. Is that true?
I suppose it might look like that from your perspective. Sumeru's society is something of a special case. The reason it is known as the City of Learning is because all of its resources are in some way linked to academia. As such, academic resources equate to social capital. It is not unheard of, for example, for people to build a family in order to pursue further studies. But the relationship between the three of us is not an academic one turned social. We've never even worked on a paper together for starters.
Tiene un buen punto.
Oh, so the academic paper is the nexus of the academic family. Interesting.
I would think of us more as siblings. An equal and pure relationship, unaffected by academic considerations.
As much as I'd prefer not to admit it, that statement is not inaccurate.
I can understand that position. I have a younger sister myself, and it's only natural for me to be protective of her. What you described fits the idea of a city of learning, as I imagine it. The family is where all social relationships intersect. As such, a family founded on common goals may actually be more stable. By the way, who's the eldest between you?
Ooh.
Let's not go down this rabbit hole, please.
In terms of age, I'm the eldest, of course. He just doesn't want to admit it.
But your mental age is younger than that. I dare say even by enough to be the youngest sibling. Perhaps I could bring Kale into this happy family to be your elder sister.
No. You will never see me admit to being the youngest sibling. Except perhaps as a last-ditch effort to turn the tables in a game of cards.
Específico.
Guess we'll leave Kale and Sucrose to it. Fingers crossed all goes well for them. Now then, where should we go first?
Ok,
Let's
entonces,
try our luck at the bulletin board, shall we? A lot of people tend to show up there at some point in the day. Maybe we'll get lucky.
entonces esto antes, ahora seguimos un poquito en el tiempo. ¿Así me mato? No, estoy bien. Eso era mucha altura. Lisa, y ese es Mika, creo. Ese es nuevo.
Nice. Just as we hoped. There's a load of people here.
Razor y Bennett, tío, están todos.
Even Lisa's here.
¿Cuánto tiempo sin vernos?
Hey there, traveler in Paimon. It's been a while. How have you been?
Nuestro explorador con mala suerte de turno. Mucha mala suerte. Es el meme de mala suerte del juego.
We've been doing pretty well.
You look surprised, cuties.
Esta la conocemos, creo ya. La vimos en Sumeru.
Teacher is not at the usual place.
Oh, please. It's not as if I'm glued to my chair. I like to get out for a little fresh air every once in a while. Mika's here today, so I thought it'd be a good time to introduce him to Bennett and Razor. They're all out and about quite often, so it's helpful for them to get to know one another.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mika.
Un placer volver a verte, claro, ya te hemos visto.
I look forward to working with you.
Pobres
No
nervioso.
need to be so formal. We've known them for ages. They're cool.
Windbloom. Fun?
Ah, y este Razor es un chico que ha sido criado por lobos cerca de Mondstadt.
Actually, we haven't gotten to the fun part yet. We've been busy investigating a prophecy.
A prophecy? What kind?
A good one or a bad one?
Cuenta todo lo que sabe acerca de la profecía y sobre la conversación que tuviste con Sakarosa y
Gosh,
Corny.
that all sounds quite fascinating.
Pero de hecho justo son
I can't
ustedes con los que
believe I
queremos
made it
hablar.
onto your list of names. You really think I'll be able to help?
Believe in yourself. Right. Believe in yourself. You're a first-rate adventurer, Bennett.
Okay, then in that case, I'll step up and present my thoughts on the matter. Except I forgot I'm not really good at organizing my thoughts. Oops.
Oh, there's no need to tell us all of your thoughts right here and now. Sucrose said she'll put a mailbox next to the crafting bench, so you can just write down your thoughts when they come to you, and drop them there.
A meticulous and efficient plan. Yep, that sounds like sucrose.
I will think also. give me some time.
You still have other people on your list that you need to go see, right? We should leave you to it. Don't worry about us. We'll drop off our letters at the mailbox as soon as we're done.
Okay, bye for now. Let's head over to Star Snatch Cliff next. Maybe we'll be able to find some people there.
El acantilado
And
estrellado.
even if we don't find any familiar faces, you can see really far from up at the top. Maybe we can find people that way.
Oh, you're working so hard. Do be sure to get some rest when you can. If you get tired, you know you're always welcome to visit me for a break and a cup of tea.
Ya están por las montañas portatormentas. ¿Nos van a hacer saltar todo el rato? Parece que sí.
Where to next? Let me check my notes. Huh, this way. Got it. Kale, please follow me.
Estamos con las dos de nuevo. Espero que no nos hagan pelear porque estas dos no pueden hacer reacciones elementales. Sería un poco incómodo. ¡Ey! Esa es Lee, Eula, Amber y Noel.
Oh, it's our lucky day. There are several people over there.
Amber? Wow, and Eula's with her too.
Raro es ver a Noel y a... bueno, Lee fuera, pero sí.
And Klee also spies the girl with the long scarf.
Una chica que lleva un chal verde. Pero en Lee no hay mucha presentación.
About you. Ah, right. I don't think you've been introduced to Noelle before.
Oh, gracias, Amber.
Kale, this is Noelle, maid of the Knights of Favonius.
Nice to meet you, Kale. I missed you the last few times you were in Mondstadt, so I'm glad to finally meet you in person.
Oh, nice to meet you too, Noelle. My name is Kale.
But you already knew that.
Relax, you two. There's no need to be so courteous. We're not on some kind of diplomatic mission here.
Klee, what are you doing here? Are you planning to blast some fish?
Nope. Klee's on patrol with the other knights.
¿Verdad que Klee es una caballera de Favonius?
Huh. Now that you mention it, it looks like everyone here is a knight of Favonius except for Kale and me.
Y Noel. Lamentablemente. Me parece curioso de que Klee pueda ser una caballera de Favonius solo por lo fuerte que es, pero Noel no. Aún sabiendo lo fuerte que es Noel.
I'd heard that there was a very young knight in the ranks, but it's still a surprise to see with my own eyes. Kale, what do you do? I'm a trainee forest ranger in the Avidia Forest. Trainee? It means I'm not officially a fully qualified forest watcher yet. I'm still learning.
Oh, you're just like me. I'm still working towards becoming a fully qualified knight. Technically, though the distinction is hardly relevant right now. This isn't a very formal patrol. We're just chatting.
Don't panic, Kale. Just pick a topic and join the conversation. Don't panic. Whatever you do, don't panic. It's just Amber and her friends. There's no need to be nervous.
Lo está pasando fatal.
Let me guess. Were you chatting about the new guests in town?
Yup. A few folks from Sumeru have come to visit, so we're brainstorming a few nice surprises for them.
Amber!
Sorry, At least I didn't say anything about what the surprises are.
Oh no. How am I supposed to join this conversation now? What do I say to that?
Speaking of nice surprises, we've actually had a fairly big one recently.
What kind of surprise? Tell me! Tell me! I'm saved. Secros is giving me a lead-in. Now, I just need to follow on from what she's
Lo
already
está pasando
started
fatal,
talking about.
increíble.
What an interesting prophecy. I have no idea what the answers could be, though. So essentially, you're gathering information to help you solve the riddles, correct? I'll do my best to help.
Thank you so much, Eula.
Anytime.
There's no need to answer right away. We'll put a mailbox next to the crafting bench for people to drop us a note once they've thought of something.
I'll drop something in there for sure.
Nice idea. I think we can all commit to writing a note. We'll see what we can come up with.
Yup, don't worry. You can count on us. But we do have to finish our patrol first.
What route are you taking today?
We started in the Stormbearer Mountains, and we'll end at the city gates. You'd be very welcome to join us, but it sounds like you're pretty busy with all this.
No. There's always next time. We'll join up with you after we're done working through this prophecy.
Oh, yeah, so, we'll be on our way for now.
See you later. Have a safe trip back.
Bueno, eso fue incómodo. Qué raro equipo de patrullaje.
Are you okay, Kale?
Was it that obvious?
No, not at all. It just looked like you had something on your mind.
So that means it was obvious.
Whatever's bothering you, you can talk to me about it if you want. I'm happy to help.
Thanks, Sucrose. Well, the truth is, I don't really know how to act around Amber and the others.
Really? I thought you two were good friends.
We are. Amber's a really important friend to me. I don't know. I guess if I'm being completely honest, the problem's probably with me. The first time I came to Mondstadt, I was really immature. I didn't want to let people in, and I was generally pretty awful to everyone. Amber was the one person who didn't give up on me, and if it wasn't for her persistence, I wouldn't have found a friend at all. Without Amber, I might not even be here today. And because of that, I really look up to her. I think of her as my role model, and hoped that maybe one day I could learn to be like her. But after trying and failing for several years, I think I finally realized. I'm no Amber, and I never will be. Looking back, it seems silly that I ever thought like that. We're nothing alike at all. My personality's so... weird. I always get so anxious and I overthink everything.
Aw, Kale, don't say that.
Sucrose? Would it be okay if I told you a bit about my past?
Que la brisa cuelga y cuenta su historia de su infancia hasta la experimentación de Eleazar, no que son los que nos cuenta cuando estamos nosotros en Sumeru.
I already knew bits and pieces about her, but still, why did she have to go through all that?
I'm sorry. We've only just met and I'm already dumping all of this on you. This is why I get so frustrated at myself. I'm always doing this. I get into a spiral of self-doubt, and then I end up having to find somewhere to vent it all out.
No, it's fine. I'm really glad that you're willing to tell me all this. People don't open up about their deepest feelings unless they really trust the other person. Don't you think? At least, I think it's kind of an honor. And, I mean... You've probably noticed by now, but I don't have the best social skills either. I always just end up talking about the things I'm interested in, and going on and on. But even so, you still listen to me when I talk my head off about alchemy. It's a relief to listen to you talking about yourself for once. If you hadn't told me all of those things, I never would have guessed that you struggle so much. Honestly, I feel like we're very similar people.
Really?
Yeah. Everyone has their own problems to deal with. I certainly do. All the feelings that you talked about just now, I totally get it. It takes so much more effort for us introverts to fit into a crowd. When you were saying about how you try to think about what to say in advance, and you're constantly terrified of saying the wrong thing and making things awkward, I relate to that so much. Oh, and also that part about studying under a genius. In fact, before meeting you, I'd never met anyone who seemed so similar to myself. Oh. I'm not very good at giving words of comfort or anything, and I'm not gonna tell you to just get over it or stop worrying about it. How about we just sit here for a little while? We don't have to force a conversation if we can't think of anything. We can just sit here together.
Sucrose has stopped talking, but for some reason, this doesn't feel awkward at all. Maybe she's right, and we're more similar than I realized. In Sumeru, I always like to find a quiet place to just sit and watch the scenery, but it's always by myself. I never thought there'd be a day when I could do this with someone else by my side. Mondstadt's breeze is so gentle and soft.
Hey, Kale. See that cloud over there? Doesn't it look like one of my test tubes?
I don't think so. Sorry.
Then maybe we're not quite on the same wavelength on everything. At least, not when it comes to looking at clouds in the sky.
Thank you, Sucrose. I feel much better after talking to you.
Yeah, it helps a lot, doesn't it? I also vent to my flasks sometimes. The next time we get the chance, I have to show you my Tetratanic Sweet Flower and my Tetratanic Windbloom.
Your tetra... what?
2 of my favorite things I've made. They're really cool. I think you might like them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you'll definitely have to show them to me sometime.
I brought some crackers with me. You want one? There's cheese flavor or tomato flavor.
Sure. I'll try the cheese one.
Aw, look! They're enjoying the scenery together.
Shall we go play with them?
No,
Déjales.
it's fine.
Sí, eso mismo.
Let them sit for a while.
We're not what Kale needs right now. She needs a new friend. Someone different who's never met her before.
I don't get it. Is there a difference?
There is. You'll understand once you're a little older, Klee. People can draw different kinds of strength from different kinds of friends. And right now, Kale needs someone that's just not the same old me.
Bien. Volvemos con nosotros.
Time to go. Into the wind.
Ahora quienes nos tocan.
Star Snatch Cliff! We made it! Paimon hopes we find someone we need here.
Gente.
Help! Oh, I beg you, please don't let go.
Timeus.
Who's that yelling? Let's hurry and take a look.
Y la otra era Rosaria, claramente. El Genshin todavía no ha aprendido a ser completamente discreto.
And we also have Rosaria and Mona? What kind of mishmash ensemble is this?
Good question. What kind of a motley crew is this?
It's been a while, traveler.
El Festival de las Flores del Viento, pero ¿qué está ocurriendo?
You two are looking pretty good. I trust you've been well.
Yep, we're definitely faring a lot better than this poor guy on the ground.
Hey, please don't rub salt in my wound. I really have been trying my best.
Oh, you're one to talk. If this sister hadn't grabbed you in time, then you'd have been seriously hurt, if not dead.
I know. I really am grateful, miss. I can't thank you enough.
Don't mention it. Just lending a hand.
Quite literally. And had she not lent him a hand and pulled him up, he would have gone tumbling down the cliffside.
What happened? Did Timaeus almost fall off the cliff?
Well, so what actually happened was I came to Star Snatch Cliff today to pick some flowers and ran into Mona on the way. She took a look at her scry glass and advised me to turn back because it would be dangerous.
But you still came up here anyway?
Well, yes, I did. Because there's something I just had to do.
Oh, I hardly think giving flowers to your crush is worth throwing one's life away for.
It's rare to run into someone with a death wish in this area.
I don't have a death wish. I just didn't think it would really come true. I mean, when Mona said it would be dangerous, I thought I'd be fine as long as I watched my step cautiously. I'm sorry, okay? I was wrong. I'm telling you, I'm just here chasing the love of my life. Love-struck Mondstadters is what the Windbloom Festival's all about.
Okay, that explains you. But why is Rosaria here?
Sí,
I was
correcto.
looking for a quiet place to escape the crowds. I wasn't planning on having to save a life along the way.
So that's why the scryglass just showed danger instead of fatal danger.
Very funny. Anyway, Traveler and Paimon, what brings the two of you to Star Snatch Cliff?
Just trying our luck. We've got a lot of people we need to see today, so we've been all over the place. Actually, you're some of the people we were looking for.
Huh?
Perfecto. Me gustan estos resúmenes.
I see. So all we'll need to do is find some clues, make a note, and drop it off at the mailbox?
I can't believe there's a prophecy like this, let alone that I have a part to play in it. Oh, I guess this means everyone will find out about my crush now. I came here because I wanted to give some Cecilias to the girl I love. They'll really suit her. She's...
No one asked. Please, do not subject us to your gushing about your girlfriend.
Oh, you saw right through me.
You said you need clues, right? Well, in that case, Mona Magistus the astrologist will provide you with a personally handwritten letter. Just wait for it to show up in your mailbox.
Perfecto.
You can be on your way now. We won't keep you any longer.
Alright, then let's head back for now and meet up with everyone else.
Hasta pronto y dime, haz el favor de ir con cuidado.
Will do. This is all so embarrassing. Thank you both.
Hay algo raro con Timeus. Siento que su voz está cambiada. Yo aproveché tantas flores que normalmente no tengo la oportunidad de tomar decisiones. Bien. ¿Eso es todo, supongo? ¿Nos reunimos? Sí, nos reunimos. ¡Oh, qué bonito buzón!
We're back! Oh, but it looks like you two beat us.
Asumo que Cole hizo el buzón por el trabajo de madera.
Welcome back. Did everything go well?
Yep, we managed to find and talk to everybody.
We got back a little early, so we took some time just now to put the mailbox together. We got really lucky today. The vendors were feeling super generous, so we didn't even need to pay for the materials. It's just a shame that Kale got a splinter.
Oh.
Don't worry about me. I'm used to working in the rainforest. I get splinters all the time. I've already taken care of it. We've already wrapped up everything on our to-do list for today. So, all we need to do now is wait for everyone's letters to arrive.
Vale.
Traveler, Paimon, why don't you get some rest while I keep an eye on the mailbox?
You're definitely your master's student, Sucrose. As long as you or Albedo are around, Paimon can relax and know that everything's taken care of.
Stop. You're embarrassing me.
Wait. Actually, there's one thing that still needs taking care of. Paimon's
Ay, Dios.
starving. Hey, Traveler, you wanna get dinner? Your treat.
Vale, vamos.
I'll go with Sucrose to return the leftover materials to the vendors. You two, go get a proper meal. We can't have anyone going hungry. Yeah, now would be a good time for a break. Once everything is ready, let's meet up here again and collate all the information we've gathered.
Sounds like a plan.
¿Mm? Alguien nos está espiando. No, claramente no es uno de los que conocemos.
Paimon will have this one, and this one, ooh, and this one.
Me va a dejar más pobre que Jungle.
Hey, Paimon's really hungry. And don't forget, Paimon's also ordering for you too. It's not like Paimon's gonna eat everything by herself.
Cuenta que en realidad tú también tienes hambre. Así pues, Paimon y tú disfrutan juntos una buena... Perfecto.
Ooh, Paimon is super full.
Parece que si no lo puedo leer. La verdad es que no está nada mal sentarse a contemplar la lista después de una buena comida.
Is everything packed up and ready? What do you think about meeting up at 5 to go to my house?
Yes, everything's ready. I've packed some great wine and smoked ham. Oh, your parents will love it.
Ham? Look, we've known each other for quite some time now. Don't you think it's been long enough for you to remember that we only eat bacon in my house?
I must remember to get some milk today on my way home. Please, feel free to pay a visit to Cat's Tail anytime.
Es el
Enjoying the
20.
scenery?
Oh, Tone Deaf Bard! Are you here for some food as well?
¿Quieres que te pida algo?
Oh, I can put something on your tab? Well, that's a pity. I already had a few drinks before coming here. I shall take you up on your kind offer another day. There should be no shortage of opportunities in the future. Anywho, you should be getting ready to thank me. I come bearing good news.
¿De qué se trata?
What kind of good news?
Behold!
¿Qué es eso? Esto es... ¿Qué es? Una nota con un mapa muy simple y una frase que parece un encantamiento.
What is it?
It's what you need the most right now. The answer to the prophetic puzzle. Simply head to the location marked on the map and you'll find the lantern you've been looking for. However,
Creo que era una lámpara.
if I were you, I wouldn't just go and reveal the secret right away. As you've seen, a lot of people have been laboring hard to uncover the answer. A secret is like a well-aged brew. The aroma from the bottle is sweetest when revealed in the company of friends. Then it's settled. I'll leave you to your business for now. Feel free to find me for a chat again once you're done working through the prophecy. Also, if you have some time, we could organize another fast-track love poem class.
Oh, you're starting that up again?
I sure am. Nobody else has signed up this year, though, so the duty to learn falls on you. Anyway, see you later.
La verdad que el año pasado hizo algo de poesía, Venti, para conseguir
He always
dinero.
looks so relaxed whenever we run into him. Paimon can't help but be jealous.
No, espera, el año pasado Venti organizó algo de enseñar poesía, pero que no le pagan con monedas, le pagan con cerveza directamente, o vino, yo qué sé.
Excuse me, if you don't mind, could I chat with you for a moment?
Oh? Who are you?
¿Tú eres?
You may call me Scarlet.
¿Tú eres de...
Just like you, I'm a traveler visiting Mondstadt from another land.
¿Tú eres de
Mind if I buy you a
Snaya?
drink?
Posiblemente. Tengo intención de beber, pero gracias por la oferta.
Leaving the door open for another time, I see. I can tell that you've dealt with a lot of people during your travels.
You can tell? Well, we are very experienced adventurers after all.
I can. That's why I tried to strike up a conversation with you in the first place. I was on my way to go shopping earlier when I overheard your conversation next to the crafting bench. From what I could gather, you are trying to investigate a bizarre prophecy?
Yep, bizarre is definitely the word.
Don't you think it sounds just like the kind of story that would happen in Mondstadt? Anyway, that's why I wanted to ask you a favor. If and when you manage to unravel the answer to the prophecy, could you let me know what it is?
¿Te interesa la profecía?
Not so much the prophecy itself, but Mondstadt as a nation. That's what I'm interested in. I was born in a distant land, but I have family and friends who once lived in Mondstadt for a long time. They said that it's a great place full of fairy tales and romance and recommended that I come for a visit. As it happens, someone I know has an anniversary coming up soon. So I figured this would be a good time to come here and see all the sights that she once saw.
What do you think about Mondstadt so far?
It certainly lives up to its name as the city of romance and freedom.
We think so too.
So, about the prophecy.
No te preocupes.
Thank you. You're very friendly. It's been a real pleasure to meet you. I'll leave it to you then. Hope you continue to enjoy the city and have a wonderful day.
Ok. Eso fue muy gratuito.
She
Qué extraño.
definitely isn't dressed like a local, huh? Where do you think her hometown could be?
Snezhnaya. Parece ser de Snezhnaya.
Please find me a flower that is not of this world, and a guide who will never get lost. Find me one who would never lie, as well as a legend that never ends. Huh? I never thought I'd have someone secretly following me, even in a free city like Mondstadt. Good day to you, miss.
Estará vigilando porque Rosaria en realidad, aunque sea una monja y todo eso, está en parte de unas fuerzas especiales de Mondstadt. Le parecerá raro que ella ande por aquí. Por lo mismo, lo dicho, su vestimenta parece de Snezhnaya. Y eso es raro que anden en Mondstadt. Vale, esta es la segunda parte. Y me parece curioso la señora esa. Y me preocupa más que otra cosa. Pero bueno, terminada la historia. Y como pensamos que lo íbamos a hacer, ahora vamos a continuar con el tema de las cosas del festival. Así que vamos a ver qué tenemos pendientes. Esto es la siguiente historia, que ya será al final. Eso lo dejaremos para después. Pero tenemos cosas que hacer. Como por ejemplo, tomarnos fotos. Y mucho que leer también. Así que vamos primero por... ¿Qué vamos a hacer? Antes no hicimos la persecución floral. Vamos a ello. Era todo aquí, creo. Vamos a hacer la persecución floral, vamos a terminar todas las canciones si es que están y vamos a darle caña. Probémoslo. Esto no lo probamos antes, así que vamos a ver de qué se trata. Evita los globos emuladores y recoge todos los globos vientos florales que puedas. Podrás romper los globos emuladores si usas una técnica especial. Necesito llegar a los 4000 puntos. Un jugador, supongo. Un dominio, ok. Veamos qué pasa. Recoge bendiciones repelentes para recargar la habilidad anti-emulación. Después de usar esta habilidad podrás destruir durante 7 segundos todos los globos emuladores que toques. Esto me suena un poco a Pac-Man. Al coger una bendición absorbente, se aplicará el alcance de recolección. Okay. Ah, tengo que salir. Esto es Pac-Man si ven el mapa, básicamente. De una forma muy elaborada. Uy. ¿Qué es esto? Vale, esto es simple, ¿no? Como... ¿Solo esto? ¿Puedo pasarme por acá? Ok, no, está pensado, vale. Uy, voy. ¿Qué hay aquí? A ver, veo. ¡Ay, Dios! ¡Niu! ¿Esto qué era? Esto es el... Y que puedo acabar con los globos para que no me molesten. ¿Pero me dan puntos? ¡Ah, yo! No me fijé mucho, pero creo que me da puntos. Voy a llevarme esto. Yes. Tengo un serio problema de estamina, ¿eh? Veamos. Voy a llevarme eso. Ese es especial, ¿no? Parece que sí. Como que me está buscando. ¡Ay, Dios! ¿Tengo esta cosa? Bien. ¿Y yo esto? Voy a verme el otro de frente. No, se va, bien. Hasta luego. ¡Salir! Bien. Pensé que era un portal como tal. Ok, está entretenido. O sea, está nuevo. No sé si entretenido, no es como el otro modo de juego de ritmo, pero está curioso, cuanto menos. ¿Cuántos desafíos eran? Ah, solo un par, son 6 solamente. Vamos a ello. Vamos a hacernos, yo que sé, otros 2. Terminamos las canciones, nos tomamos unas fotos y vamos cerrando. Imagino que está pensado esto para multijugador, para que sea más fácil recolectar todo. Podrían haber puesto un mejor equipo, de hecho, ahora que lo pienso. Pensando que solo me voy a poner a correr. Esto, pido esto. Niu. Qué desgraciado ese. ¡Me ha pegado! Vale, para eso de esta zona. Voy a utilizar esto entonces. Pensé que podía tomarlo. Bien. No tengo la habilidad de nuevo, debería buscar otra. Ay, Dios. Hasta luego. Hay uno. Uf. Pero no había dónde está aquí. Necesito eso. Hay otros dando vuelta por allá. Espérate, que creo que los pillo. Magnífico. ¿Ya estamos en los puntos? Creo que sí. A nuevo. Uno más, vamos. Creo que estoy cumpliendo con... Sí, ¿está perdido las recompensas? Las puedo recoger acá, pero las recojo luego. Todo hecho, todo hecho. 4500. Voy a ponerme a... ¿Quién era? ¿Quiénes eran los que daban pasivas? ¿Caella?
This will be interesting.
¿Rosaria? Creo que hace que corra más.
Sooner we're done, the better.
Y 2 Anemo.
All right, let's head off.
Anemos cualquiera. Eso, Cruz.
I can do it.
Vamos a correr con Kazuha porque me cae mejor. Pero el resto es para darnos bonos. No estoy seguro que si están cancelados o no, pero... Al menos Kaella debería hacer que correr nos gaste menos energía. Y bueno, llevar dos de viento también debería tener como el mismo efecto, creo. ¿Tú qué haces? Son lentos esos. Sí, de hecho, mira cómo no nos baja la energía. Uy, uy, uy. ¿Por dónde? ¿Cómo? Allá. Esto. Ok. Entonces se volvió una mazmorra como tal. ¿Por aquí? Por aquí. ¡Oh, es un super globo! Ven aquí. ¡Ay, Dios!
Time to go.
Necesito algo para deshacerme de... Uy, uy, uy. Algo para deshacerme de esos globos, ¿o no? No, ahí los tengo. ¿Qué es esto? Vale. Tenemos esto. El otro me pilló, se me movió la cámara. Uy. Luceo, pillo estos. Pillo esto. Llego. ¡Ay, ay, ay! Acabé, creo que lo acabé. Sí, yo no me hubiera pillado. Tengo esta habilidad de no. Ven aquí. ¿A dónde? Para allá. Estamos listos. Magnífico. No está mal. No está mal este modo de juego, pero bueno, me imagino que están testeando cosas. A ver si funcionan y tal. Vamos por lo que queremos de verdad. Unas melodías. Ya están todas disponibles. Posiblemente me las acabo todas. ¿Quién era el siguiente? De Balin. De Balin el siguiente. Otras me las he hecho ya en perfecto. En Canorus. Otras no me las he aguantado, las he hecho para cámara. Vamos con la de Balin. Esta debería ser fácil, ¿no? Si lo equivoco es tranquila. He fallado. De forma muy... De forma horrenda. Como que no estoy perfectamente sincronizado con mi teclado, así que no sé dónde están las teclas. De hecho, creo que esa es la dificultad de esta canción. Aparentemente está utilizando todas las teclas. De forma relativamente seguida. Sí, tranquilito. De hecho, diría que si la repito de nuevo, tal vez la hago perfecto. A menos que pase algo. Perfecto. Está durando más de lo que esperaba, eso sí. Digo, lo he soltado. Me hacen apretar la L ahora mismo y muero. Si me pudieran ver ahora mismo. Dios. Oh, ok, esa es la nota final, vale. Un amigo me contó de que después de esas seguidas soltó el teclado porque pensé que había terminado y esa nota final le arruinó el perfecto. ¿Un discantus? Discantus, no está mal. ¿Me lo llevo? Esto sí lo voy a pillar. Lo otro también tenemos que pillarlo antes de esa. La de Coley. No he escuchado mucho la de Coley, pero claro, me vi el tráiler como mucho. Estas son las canciones de los trailers, así que el de Coley no me lo he visto. Con detalle. Dios. No, lo he soltado. Está entretenida esta canción. O sea, como canción tal vez no me mola tanto, pero está guay, pero no es mi estilo. Pero de juego de ritmo está buenísimo. Está soltado. Rayos. ¿Ha terminado ya? Dios, se me hizo súper rápida esta. Descantus. Perfecto. Eso estuvo muy guay. La de Tignari. La de Tignari, claro, la de los personajes que sumieron. Ese fue el momento en que ya empecé a dejar de verme tan seguido los trailers. Veamos la de Tignari. Esto es súper guay. Es relajado al estilo de Valin, pero la de Valin son no tan largas. Esta está... O sea, esta se transporta muy bien a la jugabilidad. Estas notas son súper leves en la canción. Oh, he fallado esa. Uf. Vale. Estaba atento por si había otra sorpresa. La patrulla en la espesura. Ok. El cantus a la nada misma. Qué pena. Y la última que claramente tenía que ser, que era la de 20. Dios, cómo me conozco esta canción. A ver, no sé cómo será el juego, pero esta la he escuchado mucho. Tun, 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 taratán. Sí, es esta, vale. Pero es la versión del tráiler, cuando atacan a 20, vale. Pero que aquí están en ese tráiler sale el diseño de las magas de Cecil viejas. Porque ahora están cambiadas. Oh, he hecho un bien, rayos. Le falló un perfecto. Bueno, ya sé que no tendré Canodus, al menos. Dios, qué guay. Magnífico. Bueno, simbólica la canción, supongo que tendría que estar, supongo. No me lo voy a llevar. Vamos que me lo voy a llevar. La de Canal estuvo guay. Está bien adaptada. La de Conley estuvo súper divertida jugar. Estuvo súper divertido jugar esta canción. De Valin, bueno. Es la canción de Valin, ese es el tema. Cómo lo ajustas. Vale, y lo otro las fotos. Y para las fotos no tengo que ir con el tío. De hecho, vamos a tomar las recompensas del otro, de la persecución. Aquí está la espada. La espada la voy a tener que levelear. Vale. Nosotros habíamos dejado esta pendiente esta foto que era tomarle la foto a ellos. Esta, como que se haga énfasis en ellos, diría yo. ¿Cuáles eran? Un personaje, la habilidad de elemental. ¿Quién tiene una habilidad elemental así como guay? Tú. Vaya foto basura, pero bueno. Salir. Pero me acuerdo que esta es de las fotos entretenido, al menos, en el sentido de que tienes que intentar hacer los requerimientos. Vamos a esto, este de arriba. Esto es en la estatua. ¿Cómo estamos, Cailla? Guay. Ah, ya está la foto, ok. Bien. Veamos. Dios. Literalmente tomar la foto de la estatua. Me voy a tener que subir. Me imagino que esa es la idea. Rayos. Ya voy, ya voy. Ya voy. No me puedo enganchar. Soy tontísimo, no me puedo subir tampoco. Permiso. Discúlpame, Venti, voy a subirme ahora. ¿Puedo pasar? Puedo pasar. Bien. ¿Cuáles eran las condiciones? Espérate, se ha quitado. No me tengo que subir. Ah, tal vez me sería el ángulo. Claro, tendría que usar este ángulo. Personaje de monster. ¿Puedo sentarme con su cruz arriba? ¿No? No, ok, tiene que ser al frente. Luego que mal, que desaprovechar esta oportunidad de tomarte una foto en la estatua. No, pues nada, ahí. Se queda ahí Sucrose. Y no sé qué tiene de animación idle de Sucrose para tomarle la foto. Vamos, Sucrose, es algo. No sé qué haces. Como nunca te uso. Vamos a algo. Me sirve. Supongo. ¿Sí? ¿Está todo hecho? Todo hecho. Magnífico. Ok. Siguiente categoría, supongo. El lugar de monster que más me llama la atención es sin duda el Valle de Adaupa. No solo por toda la cantidad de elixir que hay allí, sino también por todas las espadas que hay clavadas en ese valle. ¿Quién lo habrá hecho, viajero? ¿No te importa? ¿Podría ir allí a tomar una imagen? Ay, lo siento, eso sonaba igual que si estuvieras dando un encargo al gremio aventureros. Quería decir que lo dejo en tus manos. ¿Cómo? ¿Que eso también suena a encargo del gremio? Pues sí, la verdad es que sí. Luego vamos a hablar de la guarida Stone Terror. Quieren que tomemos una foto ya. Dicen que la arquitectura de ese lugar es de lo más imponente y que allí vive un enorme dragón. Ojalá tengamos suerte y podamos capturar una imagen de él. Pero tu seguridad es lo primero, ¿de acuerdo? Así que ten mucho cuidado. Pero ese dragón es amigo nuestro. Así que sería una pena no tener ninguna imagen panorámica de la ciudad de Mondstadt durante un festival tan grande como este. Conozco un lugar desde el que se puede ver toda la ciudad. Deja que lo marque en el mapa. Este va a ser en las montañas, creo. Sí, el de la montaña. Bien, vamos al Valle de Adaupa entonces. Oh, qué tierno, esto lo dejan al lado del TP. Muchas gracias. ¿Esto qué es? O sea, es el Valle de Adaupa, justamente. Más zoom. Ahí, eso me gusta. ¿Y qué es? Debe ser Piro. Tráiganme a mi equipo, por favor.
Let's finish this swiftly.
Y vamos a tomar las fotos. Y queda guay. Estas se guardan, si no me equivoco. En algún momento, de algún lado lo sacaré. Luego era la de Stone Terror, que es la de allá. Qué raro el ángulo, pensé que la tomaríamos las fotos de la entrada. Dios, vaya clima.
If only it could cleanse the corrupt
¿Pero de arriba?
souls of this world.
Espérate. Aquí, este es el inicio del juego, entonces están estas mecánicas que están el viento este, pero a ratos, ¿no? Entonces, ahí. Más para arriba, punto más para arriba. Me sirve. No, espérate, esa foto no me sirve. Sigo tomando imágenes. Entonces, debe ejecutar el ataque normal o cargado. Bueno, mal no está. ¿Ver imagen completa? Ah, sí la guardo. Bueno, la otra la he perdido entonces, qué pena. Y luego era la de Monster, que es esa de aquí. ¿Cómo llego ahí? O sea, en la montaña. Se puede ir por acá. Vamos a tomar esta foto y la otra la vamos a dejar para la siguiente vez que juguemos, si es que nos faltan cosas por hacer. Así por eso, ese campamento que acabamos de pasar es el primer campamento de Illichor que despejamos en todos los juegos, si no me equivoco. Todavía es un nivel super bajo, nivel 70 y tantos. Creo que estos son los de nivel más bajo que puedes encontrar en el mapa, creo. No estoy seguro. Tal vez los limos del punto de spawn tengan menos nivel. Vale, veamos. 2 puntos. El puente, claramente. Este está guay. ¿Qué necesitamos? Que es entre las 17 y las 19. Voy a usar esto. Entre las 17 y las 19. Pum. ¿Qué es celestia? Ya no sé. Oh, qué bonito. Igual está bonito. A ver si suelta la de este. No. Me sirve. Ya, esta la voy a guardar. Y creo que esas son todas las imágenes que teníamos que tomar de la segunda carpeta. De la UPA. Me llevo. Counter. Me llevo. Y Monster. Podemos revisar qué dicen las siguientes. Cyrus ya me ha avisado muchas veces de que no sea impulsivo y vaya espina dragón. Vale, está en espina dragón. Así como así. Pero es allí donde hay unos paisajes tan bonitos. Las únicas imágenes que tengo de espina dragón son unas tomadas desde lejos. Tal vez podríamos pedirle a alguien que vaya conmigo. Así la mejor Cyrus dice que sí. El del árbol carmesí. Okay. Ay, otra vez Cyrus no me deja ir a espina dragón cuando yo ya lo había preparado todo. Bueno, desde el lugar que te he marcado en el mapa se puede capturar una imagen panorámica de toda la montaña, así que por favor encárgate de ello. No está mal. ¿Valle Drago Durmiente? ¿Dónde está el dragón? No lo veo. Bueno, da igual. Haya un dragón o no, he venido allí. He oído que allí hay un paisaje bellísimo. Perfecto para capturar una imagen y ponerlas en mi álbum. ¿Podrías ayudarme con ello, viajero? Yo tengo que seguir discutiendo amistosamente con Cyrus para ver si nos deja a otros aventureros y a mí ir a Espina Dragón a tomar esas imágenes en persona. Y estas las de... ¿Eh? Bueno, esto tiene que ser... Esa imagen, esa foto no me suena nada. Esto tiene que ser por acá, ¿no? No, por acá. Esta tiene que ser la foto de la montaña, asumo. Esta tiene que ser la foto... Bueno, Valle de Dragón de acá. Pensé que la foto sería del esqueleto, como tal. Pero bueno, creo que eso es todo lo que tendremos por el día de hoy. Porque si no, nos terminamos el evento y lo dicho, teníamos pensado que lo dejaremos para la próxima. Esto ya está listo, ¿no? ¿De la misión? Todavía estamos con espera el siguiente día. Todo recolectado. Todo en el bolsillo. Tienda. Vamos a ver la tienda rápidamente para conseguir de acá. Son para el refinamiento del arma. Ahora le echamos un vistazo también antes de pasar. Para el refinamiento de arma. Lo que se puede hacer de golpe. Los de fortaleza. Fortaleza. Hay uno que esto que falta porque está como raro el número. Que no. Libertad. Libertad. Parece que podemos tomar estos también. Los de poesía. Sin que nos quedemos cortados. Parece que sí. Lo último que nos faltaría es tomar el mora. Y esto es para armas. Ahora, antes de partir, vamos a echar un vistazo a las armas. A ti. Tú eres el arma de turno. Las armas de estar explorando. Perfecto. Ay Dios, que usa caparazones desfigurados. No lo voy a poder subir. No usa cadenas, grilletes. Así que nos va a servir. Para refinar esto. Se llama refinado 5. Y a ver cómo quedan las estadísticas de refinado 5. Ahí está. Entonces, ¿qué tenemos? Tras golpear a un enemigo con una habilidad elemental o tras causar una reacción elemental, el ataque aumenta en 24% y la maestría elemental aumenta en 96%. Lo he dicho, esto yo creo que va a irle muy bien a Sayu. De hecho, tal vez al equipo de inmediato. Toma. Y eso, tengo una espada de sacrificio que voy a tener que poner al 20 de nuevo porque ya es mi siguiente copia. Perfecto. Una desgracia. 5 gran espadas del sacrificio. Una desgracia como ninguna otra. Pero bueno, ahora tenemos esto de aquí. Que habrá que mejorar. Hay que aprovechar el evento. Veamos cuánto podemos llegar. Por si es que se me olvidan algunos. Y durante el evento, que está el arma, es más barato el subirla de nivel, así que hay que aprovecharlo. Y hasta aquí llego. Necesito esto. Bueno. Cosas que pasan, voy a tener que farmearme bichos que no he visto casi nunca. Así que eso, yo creo que eso es todo lo que vamos a ver por el día de hoy. Si esto les ha gustado, pueden darle al me gusta. Si no les ha gustado, le pueden dar al no me gusta, pero no sé por qué estarían acá en esa situación. Y si quieren que YouTube les avise de próximos capítulos de esto o de cualquier otro juego que estemos jugando, pueden suscribirse. Así que eso sería todo. Nos estaremos viendo y adiós.